Hi, and thanks for joining us. Today we are showcasing the FD8373EHV. This camera, along with VIVOTEK's other 3 megapixel offerings, such as the IB8373EH and the FD8173H, have many key technologies to improve performance in difficult lighting conditions, while also saving storage and bandwidth. Let's take a closer look. The FD8373EHV is an outdoor rated camera. It's weatherproof, vandal-proof, and has a built-in heater for extreme conditions. It has a 3 megapixel sensor capable of capturing 2048 by 1536 images at 20 frames per second, or 1920 by 1080 images at 30 frames per second. It supports dual codecs, MJPEG and H.264, and it can output 3 streams simultaneously. It also supports the VADP plugin platform. If we open it up and take a look at the inside of the camera, it comes with a 2.8 to 12mm varifocal lens that can be adjusted by controlling the built-in stepper motor inside the lens assembly. With the Smart Focus system, the lens can be adjusted remotely using the camera UI, or be adjusted locally by connecting a handheld monitor to the back of the camera and using the focus assist buttons located on the side to help with focus and zoom. Also, the camera has a built-in P-iris that can precisely control the iris opening and improve depth of field. This is a day-night camera that has a built-in removable IR cut filter to prevent color shifts. The filter is controlled automatically by a light sensor mounted on the board. If you want to see at night, this camera's LEDs are pretty powerful and can illuminate a space over 60 feet away. This unit also has a 3-axis gimbal, which enables the installer to pan, tilt, and rotate to easily get the desired field of view. Now if we take a look at the back of the camera, we can see there's a reset button to set the camera to its factory default, a micro SD slot that will enable you to record locally in the camera, as well as serve as redundancy if recording to an NVR, and the AV port will enable the user to connect a speaker as well as access analog video. There is an audio in port to connect an external microphone. PoE-enabled Ethernet port to connect the camera to the network as well as provide power to it if using a PoE switch or injector. Optionally, if you want to power the camera using AC or DC, you can do it through the 8-port terminal block. For external alarms or dry contacts, the digital input and output can also be accessed through this block. Now that we've covered the general specs, let's take a look at the innovative technologies that make this camera unique. These 3 megapixel cameras are equipped with WDR Pro. Through this example, one can clearly see the effectiveness of WDR Pro by making people, objects, and the environment clear so that they appear more identifiable in this high contrast scene. It achieves this by taking 2 separate images simultaneously at different exposures and combining them using a sophisticated algorithm to create a composite frame. This provides clear images under high contrast lighting conditions. The Smart IR feature was developed to address a common challenge when using IR at night. Typically, a subject can look washed out and difficult to identify as they move closer to a conventional camera with IRs. With Smart IR, the camera evaluates the scene and automatically adjusts the infrared lighting and exposure as the subject moves closer to or further away from the camera. This results in a clear, identifiable image that isn't washed out or too dark. Noise reduction has been improved by adapting 3D NR technology. It works by analyzing the differences between successive frames, improving noise identification over traditional 2D noise reduction, which only analyzes individual frames. This further suppresses signal noise and generates good image quality under low-light conditions. Another added benefit is improved system loading, storage, and bandwidth consumption. Alright, that wraps up our product introduction. The FD8373EHV, FD8173H, and IB8373EH are now available for purchase. If you have any questions about these products, please contact your distributor, local reseller, or call our sales office at 1-888-224-2455. You can also send your inquiries via email to salesusa@vivotek.com. Thank you for tuning in, and have a nice day.